my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. A very great afternoon to you wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa. When I talk about Africa, I mean the entire continent of Africa. More especially tonight, my guys in Zambia, Zimbabwe, Uganda, Kenya. Oh yes, East Africa countries. I hail you guys tonight. West Coast, West Africa. I hear you all. Southern Africa, Northern Africa, Morocco. I'm excited to be back tonight on Chelsea News exclusively. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we heard from our coach Enzo Maresca a few minutes ago, and I'm here to deliver. You see, Enzo Maresca spoke, at least the whole press conference did not last up to 45 minutes. Let me just say 30 minutes. But he said a lot of things. He said a lot, and I'm here to give you few. I'll be back with more because I cannot bring all at once. We need to digest it. Oh yes. Speaking about our players that are available, for those of us that are thinking that a player like Mudryk are not in the books of Maresca, my dear friend, Maresca came this afternoon and reaffirmed and confirmed the position of Mudryk on his team. Wasn't only this morning I said it that Mudryk could be sold for, or be going on loan, might be going on loan. Yeah, right now as we speak, Mudryk, Enzo Maresca confirmed Mudryk is part of his plans. Listen, Enzo Maresca confirmed the positions of his front line. The front line in any game, 2 players in each position. He made it very clear. 2 players in each position as we speak. Enzo Maresca confirmed the position of his front line. As left wingers, he said we have Jadon and Misha, Jadon Sancho and Mikhailo Mudryk as his left wingers right now. He said it categorically. As right wingers, we have Noni Mudryk and Pedro. So Noni Mudryk and Pedro, they are the right wingers as we speak. As the 10, our number 10 positions, he said we have Cole Palmer and João Felix. Cole Palmer and João Felix, they are the number 10. There's going to be a real competition in this Chelsea squad. Real one. Yes, having Cole Palmer and João Felix in that number 10 row is going to be tough. Cole Palmer have to watch out because I know what João Felix can do. He said, as the number 9 position, we have Christopher Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson, my man, Nico Jackson. And even this, he clarifies some of this issue. I'll get to that. He said the squad is quite clear in terms of positions. The squad is quite clear in terms of position, according to our coach. Do you have any question to ask? Ask me. The squad is quite clear. Quite clear. As left wing, we have Jadon and Misha. As right wing, we have Noni Mudryk and Pedro. As 10, we have Cole Palmer and João Felix. 9, we have Christopher and Nico. The squad is quite clear in terms of positions coming from our head coach. On team news, before I go to clarify the positions quite very well, on team news in general, he said Enzo Fernandez is back. KDH, yes, KDH is back as well. Reece James is still out. And Malo Gusto is also still out. Enzo Fernandez is back. KDH is back. Reece James is out. And Malo Gusto is also still out. Dear friends, before we continue quickly, let me clarify some of the statements he made. Especially on the striker position, number 9 position, and why he used Neto Pedro on the left wing. He said, we used Nkunku there last game. On the number 9 position, Maresca made very clear. He said, we used Christopher Nkunku there in the last game. He is complete different to Nicolas Jackson. Nico is a number 9. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicolas Jackson is Chelsea's number 9. Nkuku isn't real number 9 according to Enzo Maresca, his words. I'm quoting him. Nkuku isn't real number 9. I'm so happy with the squad we have. Not just them two. Nkuku doesn't like to play wide. He likes to play center. But sometimes to find the balance, he plays in a position that isn't the best for him. He says that Nkuku doesn't like to play from the wide. Doesn't like to play from the wide positions, maybe the left or the right. He likes to play from the central. That's number 10, behind the striker. First 9 or something. But sometimes, in order to balance the squad, they sometimes uses him on the wide. And as things are right now, both Nkuku and Nkuku and Nicolas Jackson, they are seen as our strikers. Jackson is the main number 9. Christopher Nkuku is like false 9 right there. Please, let's get that very clear from this moment. Now, on Pedro Neto, Maresca says Pedro Neto was playing left wing when he came because Jadon Sancho wasn't there. Jadon Sancho wasn't here or wasn't ready, and I preferred Pedro over Misha for that game. Do you get that? He said at that moment he was using Pedro on that left wing because Jadon Sancho wasn't here yet, and he preferred Pedro over Misha for that particular game. That game, he continued on the attacking options. He said, hopefully I can clarify. As a left winger, we have Jadon and Misha. On the right, we have Noni and Pedro. As a 10, we have Cole and Joao Felix. As 9, we have Christopher and Nicolas Jackson. He tried to emphasize on all this. There is a reason why. Now we are beginning to see clearly. Honestly, I'm happy. Tonight or this afternoon or this evening, wherever you are, you should be happy because our coach can identify with the players. He knows their profile, knows their positions. Now, with these two each in these positions, means that our squad is balanced to some extent. Depending on the opposition and the ammunition to use. Get it again. Depends on the opposition and the kind of ammunitions to use. When we have to use Nkuku to break down defenses to get our goal, we will use him. Where we need Jackson as our main striker, we'll use him. And one thing I'm very excited about is the number 10 position between Joao Felix and Christopher Nkuku. Cole Palmer. I'm very excited about that position because these are two big boys, two great guys. I personally, if you ask me, I pity Cole Palmer because already under this manager, he seems not to be clicking yet. Under this manager, he seems not to be clicking yet under this manager. And Joao Felix is still trying to find his feet because he's just coming in newly. Even though he had a Premier League experience from last 2 seasons, yet to be part of this system that we are playing right now. Dear friends, you get it. These are the words of our own head coach. He already confirmed Malo Gusto is not fit for the West Ham game. And that simply means that Disasi versus Kudus. What it means is that it's going to be Disasi facing Mohamed Kudus. My goodness. That right side, Kudus against Disasi. We need to deploy something else to handle Kudus. The Sassy alone. Well, we wait to see the strategy that our coach is going to use. So once again, as confirmed, Sancho and Mudryk for left wing, right wing, Noni, Mudryk and Pedro. Yes. 10, Cole Palmer and Felix, strikers Christopher Nkunku and Nicolas Jackson. Your thoughts on that, ladies and gentlemen? I'll also be leaving you, but before I go, some big shout out to you guys. Remember, it is a press conference. I'm going to be analyzing most of the words, and I should be back with more exclusives, dear friend. But quickly, James Felix, I don't know where you're watching from, but he says, witches of Chelsea enjoy injuries on Chelsea players the most instead of progressive about Chelsea Football Club. Oh, you are beginning to read meanings into it. I said witches of Chelsea, right? Big shout out to you anyway, James Felix, wherever you are. Perpetual Arthur says, that's good news for Estaval. I am not wishing him bad, but we will need to pay any money for his goals for a while because he is injured. Or we will not need to pay. We will not need to pay money for his goals because he's injured. All right. So Chelsea fans, you see, we are saving money. Estaval get injury now. Chelsea will save money, right? That's what Perpetual Arthur tried to say. Anyway, big shout out to you out there, Perpetual Arthur in GH, I believe. All right. The next one from David Wonderson. He said, as for the Champions League, some way, somehow, it is complicated. But I don't want Madrid to win. So I'm happy about it. Madrid should go out on loan rather than selling him. David from GH, Ghana. Well, David, like we have from the coach, Mudryk is one of our left wingers. He's not going anywhere yet, unless something else. And let me also point out, we have Mudryk for this season, right? Next season could be different. We have Noni Mudryk for this season. Next season could be different. Let's get that very clear. Oh yes, when Kendry and Estaval are coming in, it's going to be a different type of Chelsea altogether. And then we have Andrew Santos also coming from Strasbourg. My goodness. We wait to see. Anyway, big shout out to you, David from GA. Ihechuku, I believe. Ihechuku said, well, my name is Ihechuku, watching from United States of Biafra. United States of Biafra. My common friend, get out of there. Nigeria. Land of the rising sun. I'm with you, man. I'm just kidding, okay? Big shout out to you, Uhechuku from United States of Biafra, dear friend. All right, last three. He said, well, my name is Uhechuku, the same person again. Okay. All right. Uhechuku again says, good morning, Mr. Selam. I know you like the news about Estaval Williams' injury because you guys want him to stop scoring instead of praying for him to be fit. Dear friend, Chelsea cannot continue to be paying money. I'm not wishing him to be injured, but he shouldn't be scoring too much goals. I mean, how? You are scoring goals for them, we are still paying you for scoring for them. Ghana man will say, Aden, Abba. Yeah? Go and ask any Ghana, Aden. Why should we be paying money when you score every goal? You are our player, you are scoring goal for the club, and the club is winning, and we are still paying them for winning. Does that make sense? Anyway, the last one on the list here said, good morning, sir. Please, more explanation or analysis on the new Champions League because I don't understand the new system. How did Baka, who lost his game, qualify for playoff? Please educate me more. Thanks, Patrick Oluwanke from Ede, Osun State, Nigeria. See, I have to do it. Let me be very honest. I personally also don't understand it. I just can't believe it. But they played the first games. This is the second game, I believe. We have to find out when the first games were played, how the results were. That's what we need to find out. I remember, is it? I'm not too sure. But honestly, this system is very complicated and I really don't get it. I'll have to do more research on the difference. As it is right now, the little I know is what I delivered. Okay, I would not like to mislead anyone on this platform. I have no knowledge. I don't have full knowledge about it. I have to do my own research, and I promise you guys, I will come back and educate you guys on it. Well, guys, it is what it is. I'll still be back with more exclusives from what the coach has said. I didn't want to take much of your time. It's your lunch hour, Friday afternoon to you all. I'll see you guys when you see me in the next one. Shalom and peace.